there's a lot of footage out there. Some say that's real. Some say that's not real. I saw some footage yesterday that was more or less an AI created, but there apparently is a lot of footage out there, and it's more or less been confirmed by Rockstar as they are claiming that they're claiming the footage on all platforms, and they are very litigious about this. So let's get a little background here. There appears to be a motive behind all of this, and that is simply that GTA 6 is going to be a digital-only release. The GTA 6 leaker threatens Rockstar and other major publishers with further action here. The GTA 6 leaker has threatened to continue leaking parts of the game until Rockstar agrees to ditch digital copies and bring back physical discs for the game. This is interesting. A little bit of Ransom here, because there's a lot going on.
I mean, futile is all hell, but let's continue.
Well, there's a lot of people who are seeing footage here that I saw yesterday. I saw footage of like a little basketball mini game. There were and it looked like Grand Theft Auto. That's what it looked like. It looked like Grand Theft Auto. It moves the exact same. It is what it is. But Pirate Nation says, so the guy who leaked GTA 6 footage was also selling a meme coin using the leaked videos and pictures. We know how hard Rockstar has gone after people who leak GTA content in the past, and this guy actually is making money from the leaks. This guy is completely cooked. Rockstar is going to put a huge bounty on his head. That is the one thing about this, is the person who is doing this guy CyberLeak, has a meme coin as well. And this could turn into like one of those pump and dump situations. So we're past the point of, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to leak this stuff. We're going to leak this footage for the, to screw over Rockstar for the, because they're only doing digital. Now it's, hey, I also have this meme coin you can buy as well. And you see this all the time with, this is not so much in the last year or so, but previously you saw these situations where people had meme coins and they'd pump them up really high, have a million, billions of coins, and they'd sell them immediately, and they'd do the rug pull it out and make a shit ton of money.
Like the Hawk Tua girl, potentially,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes, like the Hawk Tua girl. So before we get into specifics about these leaks and the motive behind the leaks, Phoenix, you said something. If you believe this is futile, it doesn't even matter. People are gonna make the digital. They're gonna make it digital only, regardless. They're not gonna do a physical copy. Fuck you. It doesn't matter.
I can't imagine it. At least this method of boycotting, in a sense, I don't see it, because people are going to buy this game no matter what. I can't imagine any footage would dissuade them from doing so, because look, even if, let's say the footage was like damning against the game, let's say it's really bad and stuff like that. Okay, well, it's early, so it probably is just early leaked footage of the game that's still not finished and stuff like that. I can't imagine anyone looking at this. If anything, they're probably going to get more hyped to get it. I don't know. Am I crazy here?
Well, I think those who are going to buy GTA 6 are going to buy GTA 6.
Right.
Right.
The only way it hurts, the only way this could hurt them is if they had some like really woke, quote unquote woke content that shows you like the real difference in this GTA 6. Then a guy like me who sees it and goes like, oh shit, is that really all in the game? Then we get talking, and then maybe other people want to boycott. Like, that's where I could see it maybe having an effect.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there. You have to remember, we are no longer the target audience. We are male gamers in 30 plus, right? The new target audience for GTA are the 14-year-olds. And I want to throw a stat out there just to blow some of your minds. You know how Microsoft is in so much trouble right now. They're being called into Congress and all of these issues because of their pushing OneDrive and whatnot. The reason they're doing that is I want you to consider Microsoft Windows running across billions of devices worldwide, quite literally. All of Windows combined makes up about 7 or 9% of Microsoft's annual revenue. The rest of it comes from their Azure cloud services, whether that's OneDrive, whether that's their compute, what have you, because they can either sell you an operating system for $150 once, or they can sell you a ongoing subscription for $30 every month indefinitely. GTA 6 is not going to be built to be a single-player video game. It is built as a live service. So it doesn't matter how hard the likes of us scream about how much we want our single player, how much we want our physical media, how much we want offline campaigns and whatnot, because all of us combined would still be a tiny drop in the bucket compared to the money printer that they are going to have with GTA 6 Online.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. It's futile. Even at worst, like I said, if they showed kind of quote unquote woke stuff, you might see a small dent. I'm with you. Like it wouldn't, but it would barely move the needle at all.
Well,
I haven't seen any of the footage that's been leaked yet. I haven't seen the footage. So my question would be, how easy or difficult would it be to AI gen this footage and present it as being leaked footage?
Very easy.
Not hard. Yeah, not hard.
Very easy.
Yeah.
But the fact they're going after it, though, says, as Craig had mentioned, that this may point to the fact that some element of it may be real.
Right. So this was footage yesterday. This person put this up, and it was totally fake. It looked like GTA, and I tweeted about it. I said, it looks great, looks like GTA, but it turns out it was like AI generated, super easy. But here's the thing about this, right? I'm gonna switch away from that. We have this is the person who's leaking it, and I just go back to, if it wasn't real, when he leaks footage right here, the media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner. Rockstar would not be going in and taking it down if it wasn't legit. So this is something that he leaked 2 hours ago, and he says he plans on leaking all this a lot more throughout the day. I don't know if having a Discord and promoting this, like he's playing with a big beast here, multi-billion-dollar beast. Rockstar Games, we will not be playing any more waiting games today. You are under a ticking time bomb. Meet our demands, or else we will leak the rest of the gameplay. Every gamer has a voice, and you can see the Discord right there. This person says they are fighting for gamers' rights. So that's
could be intimidation tactics.
What's that?
It could be intimidation tactics. Like, they could be going after him just to show that they will absolutely go after anyone who tries to leak anything. Even if everything he has is AI generated and not real, it sends a message to any other potential leakers that they will be dealing with a multi-million-dollar international corporation should they deign to leak any potentially protected IP that they may have access to.
Yes. Well, and they... If I was Rockstar, and I certainly am not siding with Rockstar by any means, but if I had an IP that was worth billions of dollars, I would do what I need to do to protect it, right? People have died for way less money than billions of dollars or millions of dollars. So, it's interesting. And they do continue to take down gameplay footage, confirming that it is real. Some of that gameplay footage... It says there's some combat vehicles, fuel. There's some basketball games. I saw that one, and driving mechanics. The full map has also leaked ahead of Rockstar's extended look on Netflix. So now you know exactly what's going to be in the city here. GTA 6 has suffered another huge leak with new footage showing off combat. There you go, right there, the entire map. CyberLeak, who is linked to the leaked material, claims the leaks are part of a campaign for gamers' rights and has criticized Rockstar's approach to physical copies and digital pre-orders here. I'm going to go into a larger psychological, or I guess just a larger question in general. Is this the right way to do it? Or is this the right way?
On the leaker's end?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think is the right way to do it?
It's a completely futile effort by the leaker. It's the whole campaign to retain physical copies and everything is, in the end, you're going to maybe be buying yourself some time But the reality is, in the gaming sphere, games are going to digital only. That is the natural progression of it. And I'm not saying that people that enjoy their physical media have to like that. I'm not saying that people who enjoy their physical media are incorrect in wanting to have that. But for looking at it from a logical perspective of where we have seen the games space progress over the last several decades, this is going to be the next avenue where it transitions from being physical games and digital media, a nice little blend. And it is within probably, I'd say, the next 5 to 10 years, will go into a digital-only media for a multitude of reasons. Optimizations can be easier, probably, in terms of costs regarding all of the supplies and the manufacturing. You can limit that, and it's not going to create a massive dent in budget, but it will absolutely help. And this is not something that's going to change, unfortunately. In doing leaks like these, what you're going to end up doing, I think, in the end, is you will end up probably harming the players and the players' experience by doing all of these leaks. You will be spoiling things for people that are okay with the digital copy, which is, I'd say, the majority of players are perfectly fine with the digital copy. And by doing all of these leaks, doing all of these spoilers in a very public space, you're kind of ruining it for the gamers. And I could actually see gamers kind of turning on them in their respectful. And we don't care that there's no physical media. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Rockstar say that they were going to do a physical copy later, 6 months or a year later? I could be mistaken about that, though. But it's you're probably going to have the people that this is geared for, the gamers that want this game. I'd say there's more of a chance that you're going to have them turn on this leaker person versus them supporting him in any way because of that reason. They just want to play the game in the end.
I think that's kind of actually what we're seeing right now is people are kind of turning on the leaker. And I actually want to point to a statement from Stop Killing Games actually about this. But first, Brad says, it sounds like this is being done to hurt the people that want physical media. How come you're not considering this was a psyop done by people that are pro digital media, a hoax, false flag? I think we're considering all options. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's. I'm going to be really honest. I don't know if Rockstar is that smart or cares that much to do that. If I'm being,
they don't need to be.
Right.
They've got a surefire hit on their hand. They don't need to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
So let's turn to Stop Killing Games. This was their statement on this, which, Blabs, I would like for you to read, if you wouldn't mind, because it's a long statement and I can't.
Okie dokies, a statement on the current GTA 6 footage leak situation. Footage from the GTA 6 has leaked, and a group of hackers, whom we will deliberately not name here to avoid giving them further attention, claims responsibility. The footage itself appears to be genuine. Take-Two has already been hitting it with DMCA takedowns, and the speed of those who strikes is itself a strong signal of authenticity. The group is using a leak to promote a meme coin, attaching crypto links and QR codes to the footage and asking people to pay for more. Do not send these people your money, no matter how much sympathy you may feel for their actions. This is illegal, and frankly, we feel for everyone at Rockstar having to go through this ordeal again, especially just over a week before Rockstar's own official extended look premieres. Using illegal means to make a point is unacceptable to us and does nothing to protect our right to keep using what we paid for. No matter how strongly you disagree with the decisions of upper management at these companies, there are still thousands of developers who worked hard on this project, and they're the ones being hit the hardest. Channel that frustration into something constructive instead. This kind of act is destructive and helps no one. Worse, it risks tarnishing the reputation of our communities and our chances to make change. History isn't on the leaker's side either. The last person who did this to Rockstar back in 2022 ended up with an indefinite hospital order. This isn't a cause worth risking your money or your future on. We seriously doubt that the hack was serious for that reason. I really agree with the last paragraph where it ruins the reputation of communities trying to make a change. Yeah.
And I wanted to answer your question, Craig. So you had said, do you think this is the right way to go? No, blackmail and doing illegal stuff never is the right answer. Unfortunately, at least posed with the question and only having a minute or two to think about it, I really only see two solutions. One, you do what I always do for myself, right? Is I just I personally boycott the things that I want to boycott. I don't urge others to do so. I may bring their attention, hey, here's something to potentially look into. And if you feel the same way, then you can join me. But I just focus on me, and I just go, well, if other people just focus on them, and if they want to boycott that, then great. Then you've got a big number of people as opposed to always looking for someone else to start a cause, right? Or two, more realistically, maybe consider putting your money or helping out organizations like this, because you need a centralized hub to take on these kind of things. So if there's an organization out there that has consumer rights and game preservation, et cetera, at the heart and at the core of their mission statement, then helping them or funding them, whatever, may be the more accurate way and the more productive way to go with these things. Because we all know no amount of boycotting from any of our ends on the physical end is going to stop GTA. So then if we know that, we don't want to give up because of that, right? We are Dave versus Goliath here, but there's ways of taking down Goliath. And maybe organizations like this can help facilitate that and get some more consumer rights back.
I go back to like GTA, Madden, Call of Duty. These are games that they're going to be successful. It's just a matter of how successful they're going to be, really. And a game like Grand Theft Auto, this footage can get millions and millions and millions of views, and the vast majority of people who buy this game will have never have heard about these leaks, right? This is a very niche thing online, but it is very interesting to talk about. And I do think that's actually the right, Phoenix, what you mentioned earlier. If they were to show, there's rumors very early on of like gay pride parades and things like that. If they were to show things like that and like an overabundance of cultural issues that are put in the game, okay, that may move the needle. But just showing off like a basketball mini game or something, because what we're doing today is we're talking about GTA. We did not plan on talking about GTA today. There was no plan to talk about GTA. If anything, there's actually getting more hype around Grand Theft Auto. People are looking at the gameplay and going like, "Holy shit, it looks pretty good." It looks like Grand Theft Auto. I love Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? So, there's a Twitter account called GTA Unlimited, and they've done a pretty good job of consolidating things. They said, according to Nate the Hate, Nate the Hate is a very reliable leaker. He says the leak footage is from over a year ago, so it's an older build, but not that old. Keep in mind it was delayed over here, and they said the leaker is going to have two to four more GTA leaks incoming. That's a pretty big difference between 2 and 4. Just want to point that out. But the fact that there's leaks at all. And let's see, there was more here. Yeah, and this just a few hours ago, and a third one dropped, and then a fourth one dropped just a few minutes ago as well. So, like I said, we're not going to show any of this, but we can talk about some of it. This right here, GTA 6 leaker is claiming that the game could feature a currency that players would be able to trade for real-life money. But apparently his leaks are from a build over a year ago. Previous reports that also claim GTA 6 would feature a fictional cryptocurrency, but insider Tom Henderson later said that the game that feature had been scrapped years ago and was never designed to connect real-world currency. It's probably during the NFT craze right there. Legacy Killer says the GTA 6 leaker just now revealed a cutscene where the character brags about using a VPN and being untouchable by the men in suits. Feels almost too on the nose. Very suspicious. Makes me wonder if Rockstar suffered a massive breach and an old build of GTA 6 leaked here. Interesting. He also followed up saying, seeing a lot of people still claiming that GTA 6 leaked gameplay is very old from 2023. Clearly not the case. The newest nighttime gameplay leak pretty much confirms this is somewhat recent, as it features a Tate McRae song released in 2025. So it may be an older build, but it's not that old. So,
think about like how much, again, we're talking about the cultural aspect, which is really the only way I could see this affecting it. Again, to a small degree. But think about, you guys remember the Naughty Dog leak with Last of Us Part 2, like how that actually did have from my understanding, a monumental impact on that game's performance, because they were they were releasing cultural issues with that game where people were like, oh, I'm going to get The Last of Us. Oh, wait, what? And then they spoiled it, and then they showed the girl boss stuff and all that other stuff. And that really, from my understanding, did take a chunk out of them. So that's the only way I see this having some impact. Otherwise, I think, like you said, Craig, I think, honestly, it just gets people more hyped for it, you know?
The interesting thing about this is Rockstar hasn't said a damn thing about this. They haven't addressed it. They haven't put a statement out. And I think, there's been a severe lack of Grand Theft Auto coverage and footage leading up to this, outside of just where it's delayed. And I think that could have led to, people just being anxious to see footage of it. That's why there is excitement. Anytime there is the opportunity to see something new from this game, the most anticipated video game, I would say, in history. Naturally, that's why there's excitement for it. There's a little bit more here from Pirate Nation. The GTA 6 leaker, CyberLeak, says he has a connection to Arian Kurtaj, one of the hackers involved in the massive 2022 GTA 6 breach. By the way, I don't think I would be telling people this. Like, if you, it's not that hard to find people online. Even if you are quote unquote anonymous, you're not as anonymous as you think you are. You're really not. He also says he uses his Telegram channel and doesn't have any other social media accounts. So be careful with accounts claiming they're CyberLink or promising a new GTA Video 6. Some of the latest gameplay claims also suggest GTA 6 may have more detailed interaction than previous games, including making copies of keys, using a tactical flashlight to stun enemies, surrendering when confronted by private security. And once again, no statement from Rockstar. This is video games. You can make copies of keys in 2026. GTA 6 is going to be great. I did say that we're not going to have any footage, but I lied. We actually do have some leak footage. Ricky Berwick has footage of the game here. I don't know if you guys saw this.
I do like his hoodie.
Great stuff.
Hoodie.
He's looking good.
He's very, very good at video games. Oh, there we go. Riveting gameplay, huh? Riveting
Honestly,
gameplay.
I suspect the reason why Rockstar may be keeping a little bit quiet on this is because, number one, they may be working behind the scenes, maybe working with law enforcement, and they don't want to tip their hand, expose what they're doing. But at the same time, this is honestly fantastic publicity for them. It's fantastic publicity for the game. This is getting in this news space. Maybe that's why they're one of the big reasons why they're not saying anything is they're working off the old adage that any publicity is good publicity. The fact that it's exposing even an old build, even if we were to go on the assumption that it's an old build from a year ago, it's still showcasing facets of the game that players can potentially expect. And it's been, as Phoenix, as you were saying, it's not like virtue signaling. It's not like culture war stuff. It's just aspects of the game that is, we'll just say, neutral in nature. And it's getting people honestly hyped. Like, okay, this looks good. This looks good. If this is going to be the game, I'm excited to get involved in this game. And that might be why they've been so radio silent on it. They're just letting it play out because it's nothing but a positive for them right now.
We said this a minute ago. I agree with you, Phoenix. The idea of the cultural issues, I think that could, make a slight dent in it. Instead of making $1 billion, they make $950 million. This is going to be this is going to be multiple billions when it comes to this.